That's my head. Yeah, I'm good. Hi guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. Today we've got a very special air-cooled three-wheel car on the channel. So here we go, we've got a Messerschmitt.
We do. My name's Peter. This is my 1958 Messerschmitt KR200.
That is absolutely amazing. It's one of those cars which I think dream garage. You might have a Lamborghini, a Ferrari or something in there, but you have to have one of these. This is so cool. So I think on one of our previous videos we'd seen this at the Red event. However, we're here today to take a bit of a look at it and a bit of a tour. So how long have you had this?
Probably 2 years. 2 years, yeah. So it's pretty much all we did to it was took some paint off it. It had 2 layers of blue paint on the top, so we got rid of them and just decided to leave it as is with patina and all. Underneath it's completely rust free, the floors are immaculate, so
that's the floor. It's in really good condition.
yeah, it is. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, it is very much like the 356 where it carries some patina, but that floor is rock solid.
Yeah, the dome is the original dome. These are you can buy them nowadays, but I was deciding whether to get a new one. In the end I decided to leave it with the Frankenstein look, as someone called it. It's just a big crack which they've repaired with little bits of acrylic sheet, but I will repair this. I have some acrylic weld material, so I just have to take that out, fill it with this it's a bit like talcum powder, and then you just drop this liquid in and it fuses it and
Fuses it, does it?
and then you can polish it. I'd say it's the original engine. We can have a look at that. So you have to open this to get to the engine. That comes up first. There's a little leather strap here.
Yeah.
Which holds the top open. And now you can undo latches. Yep. One there.
Oh, okay.
And then it comes up.
Ah.
There it is.
There it is.
Nothing fancy. It's a 200cc Sachs, which I believe they use these for different things, scooters and all sorts of things, but these ones are geared specifically for the Messerschmitt.
Yeah, okay.
So they pull quite well up hills and that. So a lot of people are surprised that it can...
That it's got quite a bit of poke, has it?
Yeah, well you can go 80 comfortably, but I think 100 or so is probably manageable, but I've never gone that fast. Fuel tank's up here, there's a spare wheel.
Yeah.
And behind the spare wheel there's a jack. I've never used it, but it's just a bent tube really.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I haven't really touched the engine, I haven't done anything to it. But it is playing up a little bit in third gear. Sometimes it sort of drops out. I think it's just adjustment, but haven't played with that. This is the these little rubber suspension rings. They're really bad on this car, so they have to be replaced.
Yeah, okay.
That's horrible.
What they are there.
But yeah,
the wood holding the battery in.
That's a cheap little trick.
It's quite a big scene for them, isn't it?
In Europe, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's not many in Australia, I don't think.
Yeah.
Is there quite a club, or?
There's a microcar club in Sydney. I'm not sure how active it is, but not really in Melbourne. I'd say there's probably 100 in Australia, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe somewhere around that number, maybe 200. I'm not sure. I think originally there were 500 brought into Australia, thereabouts.
Technically a 2-seater, but you could argue that that's 3 if you were a little bit smaller. So
for an adult, they pretty much have their legs straddled on the sides. Kids can sit, I think that's the way they marketed it, 2 kids in the back.
Yeah.
So our kids are probably a bit big now, but when they were smaller, a couple of years ago even, they could fit in the back seat. To get in, you lift the seat up, there's a little pantograph like that. Because otherwise it's a bit hard to get in. You can get out all right, but getting in is difficult, so that's what they came up with.
Well, that would have been handy, as we talked about the 356 earlier.
Yes.
That would have been handy to get in and out. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Steering wheel. So the handbrake's down the side.
Handbrake's on the left over there.
Ah, so that's the handbrake.
Bottom is high beam on the floor, similar
On the
to
floor.
a Volkswagen.
Yep. And then, is that the shifter then?
That's the shifter. So there's the little trigger is a neutral selector.
Yep.
So if you pull that, it goes back to neutral. And first gear is back, and second, third, fourth is forward.
Ah, so it's not, well, pretty much like a motorbike then.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now, normally I stick a GoPro in a car, and that's easy to do. Now, I'm not too sure how easy it'll be to do on this, but I guess we'll put the camera down and figure it out.
Okay.
So here we go. We're in the Messerschmitt. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's my head. Yeah, I'm good. So we're just figuring out reverse.
Okay, so engine off.
Yeah.
You push the ignition in and start it again. And now it'll go in reverse.
Oh, because the engine's running in
Yes.
reverse. Well, there goes the Messerschmitt. So here we go, we're going to have our first driving lesson in the Messerschmitt. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm not particularly good on a motorbike, so we'll see how we go. And then just nudge forward.
Yep.
Look at that. There we go. Clutch, brake and gear. I think, shall we shut ourselves in first? And there's a little catch, is there? Well, that's it, we're shut.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do.
Right.
Is that reverse?
It is. We forgot to take it out. See the little key? You're going to have to turn the engine off. That's it. And now see how it's popped out? The little...
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can start again.
Seen it.
Now it'll be going forward. You got the gear right.
Yeah, you said reverse was hard to find. So how did we go with the driving lesson? Well, first time we stalled it, however, that is particularly common in our videos to stall cars left, right and centre. However, getting it in first and then second and then third, really easy when you kind of get the knack of it. The clutch is a little bit like on off, so you just kind of pop it in and out, but it goes and runs really smoothly. That is so cool. Turning circle tight, so you want to be very careful and you want to be not trying to reverse it in too many spots, but it's such a cool car. So we're going for a bit more of a spin.
It can go up in second gear generally, these hills, but with the two of us, first gear, it's pretty slow.
Yeah. It really whips along.
Goes well.
Yeah, like we're up in the hills today, easily hits 80 kilometers an hour, and I kind of didn't think it would feel very secure, very planted, but it's solid to the ground. It is.
Yeah.
I guess with we were talking about it earlier, perhaps with the aerodynamics of the car, and although it's got a scooter engine in it, you've not got somebody sat on it with the air hitting them in the chest. It goes a little bit quicker, but it's quick. So we're going to go see a Roadster Messerschmitt upstairs. This is, as you might be able to tell, this one's a bit more of a restoration project because there's the engine. So here we go, this is the Roadster Messerschmitt. And you said you broke the windscreen.
Accidentally.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Horrible thing to break.
Oh. So there must have been even less of these, because here's the roof. Because you feel exposed with the glass roof on, never mind with no roof on.
All the panels, the sides, you can get new panels.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, new floor.
So there's a bit of a cottage industry with them, is there? And
yeah, you can pretty much get everything.
Because obviously I'm not experiencing that with a Tempo.
Yes. No, it's like these are hard to get, the windscreens, and there's a lot of little Roadster only things which are probably difficult to get. Like these, it has a that's the original fender position light, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they're difficult to get.
Yeah.
Or original or impossible.
But reproduction
you can get. Very expensive though.
We are up on top here, so I think you'll be able to see Mercedes 280S down there. First car Peter owned, which is the Beetle, and this little bus here, which we will come back and perhaps cover another day, is a 55 Splitty. So that is a very old bus. Without
being exact, 56, the Roadster was put into production as an idea. I think the concept was that something a bit more sporty, something a bit more fun. Probably didn't catch on in Europe all that much because of the climate, but a lot went to America and Australia. But when I say a lot, I think there was 400 or 500 sold, whereas the KR200, I think it was 20,000, so a lot rarer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Messerschmitt deserted the company in 1956. He decided to go make aeroplanes again after the ban was lifted, because he was banned from making aircraft after the war. And so they, Fend, who was the guy he started the company with, continued making these up until 62 or 64, somewhere in that range.
So you got the interior for this?
Yeah. I'll go grab it. It'll be easier than...
Which we hear is a bit unique.
Yes. There we go. So, snakeskin.
Oh, look at that! I hope the camera can pick that up. Look at that! So that was in the Roadster.
Yep. That was a little...
So
funky look. There's the back seat.
Black seat, and then with this snake skin look. So this is the reproduction one you've had made out of Toulouse.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Oh, look. Oh, wow.
Back pocket.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is the last interior trim that I would have said is going to be in that car.
Yeah.
So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video and my first lesson, and probably last, driving a Messerschmitt. Again, first time, horrendous. Kind of started to get used to it as we were going, but absolutely loved it. This car is fantastic. If I had a dream garage, this would definitely be sat in it, along with some other very special cars. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later, guys. Bye.